Most people think confidence comes from big wins, landing the job, getting in shape, finally fixing their life. But in reality, confidence usually disappears in a much quieter place, your comfort zone. Not the obvious kind, not laziness, not giving up. I'm talking about the small daily decisions that feel safe but slowly make you trust yourself less. You say you'll start tomorrow. You avoid the slightly uncomfortable task. You stay where things feel predictable. Nothing feels like a failure, but something inside you starts to shrink. And over time, you stop seeing yourself as someone who actually does hard things. Here's the strange part. Your comfort zone doesn't feel like a problem while you're in it. It feels like relief. You avoid awkward conversation. You postpone the workout. You stay quiet in the meeting, even though you had an idea. And in that moment, your brain rewards you. Stress avoided, risk avoided, embarrassment avoided. It feels good. But your brain is also learning something at the same time. It's learning that discomfort is something you escape from. And slowly, your identity shifts. You stop seeing yourself as capable. Not because you aren't capable, but because you keep proving to yourself that you don't step forward when things feel hard. Confidence doesn't grow from comfort. It grows from evidence, very small evidence, moments where you did something even though part of you didn't want to. That's it. Confidence isn't built by thinking better thoughts. It's built by collecting proof that you can move when your mind says, stay safe. Think about a normal evening. You're tired. You know you should work on something important, maybe a project, maybe studying, maybe improving a skill. But your brain offers a softer option. Just relax tonight. And again, nothing dramatic happens. You sit down, you scroll, you tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow, the same conversation happens again. And every time you listen to the comfortable voice, your brain quietly writes a story about who you are. Someone who intends, someone who plans, but not someone who executes. That story slowly erodes confidence. Here's a quiet truth most people miss. Confidence isn't a personality trait. It's a memory. It's the memory of times you showed up when it would have been easier not to. The memory of small wins, finishing the task, speaking up once, taking the uncomfortable step. Not perfectly, just honestly. But comfort zones erase those memories before they even happen, because the moment discomfort appears, you step back. So the evidence never gets created. And without evidence, confidence can't grow. This is why people often feel stuck for years. They keep waiting to feel confident before they act. But confidence only shows up after the action, not before. It's backwards from how most people think. You don't wake up confident and then do the hard thing. You do the slightly uncomfortable thing. And later, your brain says, maybe I'm the kind of person who can handle this. The good news is that breaking this cycle doesn't require a massive life change. It actually starts with something much smaller, expanding your comfort zone by about 5%, not 50, 5. Instead of avoiding the task completely, you start it for 10 minutes. Instead of staying silent, you share one idea. Instead of skipping the workout, you show up for 15 minutes. Small actions, but they send a very different signal to your brain. I move, even when it's uncomfortable. And that signal matters more than motivation, because motivation disappears. Comfort zones are patient. They'll always give you a reason to wait. But identity changes when you repeatedly move through small resistance. Over time, something subtle starts happening. You trust yourself more. Not because life became easier, but because you've seen yourself handle discomfort before. And once your brain sees that pattern, confidence grows naturally. You start thinking differently. Not, can I do this, but I've handled worse. So if you feel like your confidence has been fading lately, don't immediately look for bigger goals or more motivation. Look at your comfort zone. Ask yourself one honest question. Where have I been choosing comfort when I know a small step is possible? You don't need to change your whole life tomorrow. Just interrupt the pattern once. Tonight, do the thing you were about to postpone, even if it's only for 10 minutes. Because confidence doesn't come from huge transformations. It comes from small moments where you quietly prove to yourself, I don't run from discomfort anymore.